Okay, real quick, I'm going to show you how to do the next step of your book cover, which is actually putting the decoration cover on the front. Materials you're going to need is your book cover with the tape on it, scissors, glue stick, ruler, and decorative piece of paper. We use some scrapbook paper here for this project. We're going to be gluing scrapbook paper onto the cardboard. Make sure you use a glue stick, not Elmer's glue or any other type of glue. The glue stick works best. We want to take this project, this cover here, and make it into something like that. This is a finished one that one of the students did. Another example of taking the cover and making it like this. We'll take this, we're going to end up glue sticking it on like this. One thing that's important, if you look at the other side, you want to bring your scrapbook paper right up to the duct tape, and again you want to leave a little bit of a cover. I've started one for us to show you a model of what it would look like. Here's one where I've done half the side, and you'll notice that when I brought my paper over, I leave it. I don't come all the way to the crack or the edge. I leave that just about maybe 1/4 of an inch if you're measuring. And then I glue this on. I glued this side on using the glue stick. I let that set up overnight in my desk so that it was nice and strong before I did the next step. The next step is kind of marking off like you were wrapping a present. I marked some lines here on the paper. It's about 1 inch on each side, and I put an angle right here at each corner. Just took the ruler, angled it about like that on each corner. Let me cut those real quick and show you how we glue that on. It's about 1 inch on each side. Okay, so it looks like that. Then carefully, we're going to put the glue on here first. You might have to do a little bit of trimming to get it neat, but that's okay. Push it up really tight, pull that over, push down. Do the same with the bottom real quick. And you're going to see that we have a little bit of overlap over here on the side. That's okay. That'll all be covered. Now I'm going to fold this piece over, but when I'm doing that, I've got some kind of scrap there. So I can go in with my scissors and just kind of clip that and adjust it a little bit so that it fits nicely. I want a nice tight fit. Measure it all first. Looks like it'll work all right. Make sure you get the edges. A lot of glue on there. Tuck everything in nice and neat. Push. Glue it down. Then you really got to hold it. Put some pressure on. Well, make sure it's all laid down flat. Trim up your corners if you need to. Yeah, that's nice. And really push down hard. What you want to try to avoid is you don't want to have this space in there. That's why I overlapped it here. When we do the final part, this will be covered by a colored piece of paper like this that'll cover that up. But we don't want to leave that because then it'll show cardboard. So make sure that when you do cut it, you have enough space covering everything like that. And then your completed cover will look like this and be ready for the next step of decoration.